Hello everybody, I'm Absurdum. Today we're going to play some Ships at Sea, which I'm actually really excited to show off to you guys. This is a game key that I did get from the developer to help show it off, and it's something I'm really excited about. What is Ship at Sea? Well, it's a game where you can sail around and do some fishing, you can do some cargo delivery, you can get a service boat and repair some things, work on things, put out fires on boats. A little side note to some of that there though, but it's made by the people that made Fishing Barents Sea and Fishing North Atlantic. I've never played North Atlantic, but I did play a fair amount of Fishing Barents Sea, which was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it a lot. You really go out there and do different types of fishing, do some net fishing, trial fish, and there was really cool things that you could do in terms of upgrading your boats and buying newer boats and stuff. So this is a game that's made by those people with a new engine, with looks to encompass more in it. What does that mean? We're really the cargo stuff, some service stuff, some higher tier stuff. There's already 2 tiers of boats you can buy. So this isn't a new campaign. The tutorial is a little long, and so I didn't really want to show you any of that. So I've done a fair amount of fishing, bought a couple different boats. Right now this is the service boat which I bought, which I can also use for small cargo stuff, but there's like cranes there you can get skills for, skill trees that you put things into, kind of like Euro Truck Simulator or American Trucking Simulator if you're into that. I'd say a lot of this stuff is very similar in that regard. Things you can do, different jobs you can kind of just pick up on the fly. I don't think, at least not yet, you can buy ships and have people go around and do it like you can kind of do, but let's go ahead and take a job. Let's talk more rock. And we'll take a pretty easy quest here. As you can see right now, there's a big warning here. There is a lot of bugs they're still working on this game. This game is still very much, in my opinion, maybe not so much a work in progress, but it still needs a lot of time. The roadmap they put out still has it for like 2 years out before they want to add everything they have. So that's how much they want to add. These are people that have made other similar fishing games that are very successful. So, you know, they know what they're doing. Let's go ahead and we'll take this job. We'll take this job. Just so you can kind of see what it's like. Over here, the stuff will appear. Go ahead and pick it up. There are other boats out there, but not like other boats driving around or anything quite yet. That's something that they do have in the other games. Just a nice feature, but we'll set that there. It's kind of nice. There's a skill so you can use the crane so you can get medium-sized stuff, which you need a larger boat for. You can use the crane to kind of transport it on and off. And that is something that's in the game. I haven't done it yet, but it is in the game. When fishing, you can lay out long lines, come back and have fish on it, pull them in with a crane and pull them out. I tried doing that, but apparently the hitboxes are off and I couldn't get it. So when I tried to save and reload it, then all my fish disappeared. So it wouldn't let me do it again. But other people have success for it. I kind of Googled it to see what I did wrong, and I guess it's just a little tricky, but it's very doable. They do have like a net trial fishing kind of thing in here, or net fishing, probably not really a proper trial, but that is something that they kind of disable for now because I guess people are having problems with it. So there is a lot of things kind of missing. Even with the service boat, there's not a lot of things for me to go out and kind of repair or put fires out. The idea is that I can put fires out on boats that need help. Tow them, I would imagine at some point too, things like that, but once again, not really in game. There's a little bit of fishing, a lot of bit of cargo. The map in this game is, I think, 46 by 46 kilometers to a 1-to-1 scale, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it's really nice. As you can see here, like, that's where I am there in Roost. But it is, oops, cancel that. Buttons in my head are backwards, but you can go all the way down here. It can take you about an hour or so to kind of sail down there. Also ports up here. Which I think is quite fun. You can have little fish farms, you set up fish habitats for and do some automated fish farming. You go out there and feed them and do whatever and collect the fish and bring them back to your boat and sell them. Which is not something that you could do in the previous games if I remember correctly. So it is a lot of cool things to do if you're looking for like a kind of a dad game, casual game. If you're into like something like American Truck Simulator, but you want to do something else, this is quite fun. This game does not yet have, at least unless they've added it recently, fast travel to places that you've been, which is kind of a shame because when it would do a long delivery, or if you're waiting for like a long line to collect fish or something, it can take a lot of time to be moving back and forth, like in real lifetime. So that's something that I'd like to see happen. I don't see anything for like a fast travel option. Close door. I mean, yeah, we can, I guess. Anyways, let's get going. I have upgraded this boat a little bit as well too. We'll hit T for undock. I believe the first place that we're going to go to will be here, and then just right across the waterway there, which is kind of cool. There's a nice little like triangle one you can kind of do over and over again to save up money to get stuff going, but we'll quickly go here and do a little mission. This thing is really taking off. We're going out 30 kilometers an hour, which is pretty quick. The starting boat I think does like 15, but you know, there's a lot of weather effects, and it really does change how much you move, how much you have to go against the waves. The waves will toss you around and stuff. So different cool things like that, but with nice calm waters that we have today, and really beautiful game. It's one thing I think they've really done a lot with. And not that the old games were not pretty, but this one is quite pretty. I like it a lot. The first job listed on my thing is over that way, but we're going to go do this one first. Fortunately, there's not a lot of jobs. It's the same trading jobs over and over again. Or you can only get jobs from one location. Something else that I would like to see added. I think this is a great game. If you're interested in it, not necessarily sure that now is the time unless you're really able to be patient. Fortunately, I think this game needs some time to cook before it offers a lot. Unless you're just really into fishing and for some reason don't want to play the older games that are, you know, complete. I'd honestly recommend kind of going back and doing one of those. But if you want to support something new, then this is also a fine project. This game is very pretty and there is a lot of things to do. We'll go ahead and pick up this fish. And set it down. See, there's a crane there. We can't operate it. It is in the game. Saw it there for a second. We don't have the right cargo top or ship type or anything like that, so I don't know if it's gonna really matter anyways, but there we go, a little pop-up saying we get different experience, payments, things like that. So experience for leveling up. You have to sail a certain amount to get the certification to buy the higher tier boats, so I can't even get the higher tier boats, money or not, just because I need the next certification, but we're almost there, and we're almost to level 9. These faster boats obviously make it a lot easier to do that. So let's go ahead and we'll dock. We'll go ahead a little bit. This guy has a lot of take off and go. There is collision damage in this game, trust me. I learned the hard way. But you can get skills to help to kind of repair your boat on the fly and things like that. There's little beacons right there in the water. You can climb up and repair them and take them apart and do whatever. No real jobs for it. It is part of the tutorial though, which is kind of cool. But yeah, this is a really nice kind of just casually sit around and watch something or do something else or listen to a podcast while you just kind of relax and blow off some steam. Just kind of what I'm doing right now after work. Just drinking a light cup of coffee, relaxing a little bit, enjoying the view. Initially, when this game released and I was able to start playing it kind of as an early access thing, it was pretty unstable. There was a lot of crashes. Autosaves don't really exist. Saving functions were not really that reasonable or safe either. They've worked through a lot of those minor bugs, which is nice, making this game a lot more playable. But still, I feel like in terms of repeatability at this point, it's not quite there. Not like the previous games are, but you know, it is still very much pretty and very much fun. I'm excited to get to kind of show it off a little bit. I'm excited to show this game off and come back to it in the future and really see how it's grown, the new things, because these kinds of relaxing games can be a lot of fun. Especially since this game will have things like co-op and stuff, so we will get to enjoy some goofiness like you do in Truck Simulator, where people are doing different things or trying to do like a caravan of trading or whatever it might be. Slow this guy down. Hit up the old dock. These are small jobs. They pay decently, enough to get an upgrade or two for your boat or whatever you might need. The jobs that go real far out pay a pretty good amount of money, and you can take a couple jobs at a time. So when I had a lot of time, what I would like to do is place that there. We leveled up. Kind of start here and roast, and then take a delivery job here, take a delivery job there, and then the furthest one down there. It was real nice. You could make about like 200,000, whatever this money is. I'm not sure what they use up here. So yeah, I have 2 skill points now. I got the eco driving 3. I think I was going to try to save up for eco driving 4, but that's going to use 4 skill points, so we're going to have to wait a little bit. But saving 50% on fuel would be pretty nice. Fishing wise, we have long liner. Jigger is something you can go out there and you can just do off even, or like a rowboat. It's just hand fishing. And then that's currently disabled, so I don't really think, unless they've re-enabled it, but I'm pretty sure they haven't. Though I'm not positive. I don't know what issues they're having with it, but net fishing I think would be really cool. Long lining, hoping they fixed it, but I'll try to show that off next, now that we kind of got these jobs done. So here's a small crane operator. And then, of course, moving faster, if that's really such an issue. But there'll be things like this to restore health on crew members, so you can have crew members that will help you out. Reasons to clean your deck. Different repair stuff you can do for boats that break down. You can be the boat that goes out there and helps repair it, which I think is a lot of fun. Different types of fish and stuff that you can gut. Different times you can get on things. Just a lot of different things. Crew members, personal health, safety, crew gets injured. So I think what this game will encompass will be pretty impressive and a lot of fun, but it just needs its time to cook there. It's very kind of slowly back up. I don't want to ram anything, which might be too late. I'm already there. Ooh. This thing is agile. It is quick and is agile. I can really feel the difference between this, the other cargo boat that I was using, which I think this one is at least much better. And then the fishing boat, which we'll go out next time. We got 40 grand. We can buy some stuff for it if we need be. But it's very pretty. Even parts of the islands that look very volcanic and rocky, that you see that are not that pretty, it's still pretty cool to look at, actually. It's amazing to me to think what this part of the world looks like. Now, having never really been to anywhere up in Northern Europe. There's different size parking spots for different size boats. All my smaller tier 1 boats like this, though, can pretty much park anywhere. I'm gonna slide right in here. Here we are. So we'll go to our garage over here, where we can kind of check out new boats, switch between the boats we have, upgrade the boats that we're using. So here we have our different boats. This is one you start off with, just kind of for the tutorial, and this is the first one that you get here, cargo boat, which isn't too bad. It says it's max speed just 24. I'm a little skeptical on that one. This is the one we were just using. And then this guy here, who's says it's the same speed, but once again, I'm a little skeptical. And these are the tier 2 boats that I currently have. They want to add tier 3, tier 4, tier 5. There's no leisure boats at this time. I think that would be pretty cool. Just to take people out there and go whale watching or whatever might be the job. This guy would be your boat for small tanks, is what you take the live fish from back from the fish farms. And what are you doing here, Cap? The medium cargo type here for the crane if you were so interested. Like I said, I can't use it yet, not that I have $1 million. But that's something we could get up to. You know, this game's about taking your time, relaxing, and having fun with it. But for now, let's select our Flippy. You can see here, we can change its name, change its colors. We could sell it if we really wanted to. Different upgrades that we could do to it. Right now, I think I just have the engine 4 upgrade, a better propeller. We have some rigging, a long line rigging on here, so we can leave little buoys out there to go fishing, and it is fully repaired, so we don't need to worry too much about that. So now that we got him selected, I think I have on my inventory mackerel blocks, which is good for, I don't remember what kind of fish. No, stop doing that. Remove. We were coming down here before and fishing the haddock, so that must have been what I was trying to get with it. When you get closer, you can start to see where they are around there and lay lines out. So my boat spawned there. Let's go to it. Enter the cabin, undock. It's got screws in it, but you can see there with the K button we have a sonar that we can turn on. Kind of gives us an idea of where things are and what's around us. It's not going to do us much good right now, so we'll just switch back to map mode. Head out this way. And then pretty much just due south there. Once we get out of this little of island chain there. How large that boat is. Shame we can't do anything like that. But if this is at all interesting, I very much recommend going back and looking at the fishing Barents Sea or fishing North Atlantic if you're something that's more interested in closer to you in America that you might recognize the places. Very fun games that you can level up a lot in, do a lot of things that make money. Just a fun little progression game. But this boat it's pretty cool. I like it a lot. I think that you can see your character in there doing his thing. Very pretty game. It's a nice time. Sit back and relax. Water is nice and calm, so we're not even moving that slowly. At a pretty good speed. But it is sizable from here to here is 8 kilometers. About 8 kilometers away. So I mean, we're moving 24 kilometers. It's going to take us about 15 minutes of sailing. Spare you that with the power of editing. Once we get through this island chain, there's not much but open sea to kind of look at. So rather than listening to me drabble on about whatever's going, whatever my cats are currently doing, which right now they're behaving. They're sitting in the cat tree together. Well, one of them's laying there where the other one meticulously licks its head. But what else are 2 house cats supposed to do, you know? I don't know. Good times. Hopefully this is able to be captured pretty well, but the way these islands look in game are very quite nice. I really hope that shows up once this gets compressed and everything on YouTube. If this doesn't look amazing, take my word for it. It is quite nice. It's just a pile of rocks on a beach, but it really does look pretty stellar. I'll kind of straighten out here and go a little bit more south. Watch out, there are different buoys. I don't know what all the different lights and stuff mean because I'm not the sailing type. The red ones or yellow ones, there are signs near the edges of the water telling you that the ground is higher than it looks, not to get too close to the rock. I learned that the hard way. There's a little tiny lighthouse red thing out there. Those are marked on your map. I'm not sure why. I don't know if they're supposed to be like fast travel points or whatever. They don't do anything. They don't seem to do anything yet. I'm not sure if they're going to, or if that's just something that's in real life, and if I was a boating person, I would know what that means, but they're pretty cool though. So yeah, you can see the fishing habitat, so you could buy one for $500,000, set that up, feed the fish, get them going, and then periodically just come back and pick up some fish to sell, and then you have a certain amount of time to get back, I think, and sell them before they die. But mainly that's where you can make a lot of money in this game, is maybe not even so much from long landing, but from what I was reading from other people's posts, that's the way to really get a fortune going. I think which is pretty good. I wouldn't be surprised at some point if they did an update this game that kind of wiped saves. They haven't said that would happen, but it seems like something, they would do. Just as games get progressed, I feel like that's something that happens. Alright, well, here starts our 7-kilometer journey. So I will pause the recording and I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, well, welcome back. I did actually make it about halfway out here and realized I didn't have all the fishing stuff I need. I think I lost it last time I loaded my save. As you can see, we're out here more in the ocean now, and there's different fishing habitats here that we've gotten closer to, and we're looking for the haddock, so that's the one that we're kind of inching our way towards. So let's slow down a little bit. Look at the stop. What I quickly mentioned while I went back, I didn't realize that autosaving has been added to the game, which I'm very excited for, as well as an autopilot system, which will automatically move to your nodes that you have set up. Also a really nice feature. Really lets you kind of just run around, do different things. Maybe flip some laundry, get some more water or coffee in between. It's just really nice feature, because otherwise you could set yourself to go in a direction, but you'd hit these choppy waves and it would throw you off in a different direction. So it's real nice. But staying on task here, we got our mackerel. We'll use it. We'll use it with these hooks. Use it with those hooks. Place it on those ones. Place it on those ones. Go ahead and set this guy off. Place him here. I don't think these things actually get used. Like, I don't think you actually really run out. There's a button to put it away. I think it's X. And then we're looking pretty good. Since we're kind of in the spot that I want to be, let's go ahead and kind of dump that buoy out there. The sonar is still on. Fantastic. And we'll just ghost off. Now, I didn't buy very long lines. I bought the cheapest ones. I think they're 250 meters long. But I have 4 of them, so we'll be able to place a couple. As you can see, it just kind of spits out hooks with bait on them. I don't know how well you can even really see it. Probably not at all with YouTube. There's another buoy that just popped out of there. Don't ask too many questions about how that's all working. It's just coming out there. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we're just gonna set this off. You can see it leaves a nice little marker there. And then eventually it'll run through all 250. Turn around, do another direction. Is that it there? Oh no, that was already it. Okay. We'll pop down. Move that bucket. Pick up this one. So we'll just keep the line going. How about another one? And hopefully when this is all said and done, I'll have either I've made it easier, kind of fixed what's going on with trying to hook the fish, or I will have just gotten better at it. We'll have some fish to collect and sell. That'd be really nice. This was one of my favorite things to do in their other games, was to either net fish, pick up fish. In the other games, I don't know how much of they've added it here because I haven't been able to do it, but you'd have to pull in the fish, you'd have to hook them, and then you'd have to like gut them so they wouldn't rot before you got them back to the market to sell. Which is cool little set of things you do, and they're kind of little mini games that went along with it. That kind of made it more fun and interactive. Alright, that looks like it. We don't have to stop the boat, we can just pick up the bucket, and kick out another one. Well, it basically steers itself. It's not an autopilot, but you just leave the throttle in place and there you go. Everything's fine. No questions asked. In the old games, you could sit and wait and then kind of see these would change colors. If you left them out too long, they would go red again, but when there was like time to collect them, it would be green. So it kind of really worked out. I don't know how that's going to be here. I don't really trust the save feature to not screw it up, but that's alright. There are different length lines you can get and stuff to try to collect more fish. Hopefully this will be fine. We'll throw out our last one. I don't know if you can really see it better here, maybe. But before you could see it like pull out hooks with it and stuff once in a while. Launching already in progress. We'll use that winch right there to pull it up when it's time. And I imagine that's going to be done pretty soon. There you go. Move that bucket. We'll turn around. Park this guy. Now there is a way to... There we go. Change views to see what you got. So you can see here, there's water everywhere. Don't fret. You can turn on the exterior lights, lantern lights, working lights. Turn on the exterior lights. A searchlight, which you can use to control and stuff, I guess. And wipers. There you go. Would you look at that? Oh yeah, look, there's an autopilot there. Now this wasn't here before. That's pretty cool. There's the radar if you wanted to use the radar, I guess. But for us, we'll use not the throttle, not the start. Fuel's looking pretty good. Not the logbook. Not the zoom. Where are you? That must just be sonar stuff. There was a way to skip time. I don't know what it is in this boat, or I've just lost it. Rest. There we go. So I think it's about, we'll say 16 hours, I think is what it was. Time just instantly fast forwards. Don't question it. We check on the map. They're still the same color, but I think we can go collect the fish now. It says it's right there. Okay. So we'll start slow, trying to line ourselves back up. And pull up that buoy. Like I said, with any luck, I don't know, I think 16 hours is what I saw recommended. There's a seagull lost. He's pretty far out. Pull up nice and slow on this guy. I don't know if that's close enough or not. And we'll start hauling. Automatically pulls my hook out. Hopefully this has gotten easier and better. You can see the fish kind of come up. That one's empty. Well, that's not a good sign. There's one. I was worried they were all about to be empty. There we go. All right, they definitely made it easier. Before I wasn't getting anything. I was hooking the hell out of these, and I was swinging like crazy, just trying to. Wasn't getting anything. I see there's different types of fish. That's pretty cool. There we go. That's much better. It is really good to see, and this is why I didn't kind of record anything at the beginning when I first got access to this game, because they really did need to fix a couple things, add a couple things, and it's really nice to see that line fishing is working as it should be. It's really nice to see that autosaves are now in this game. While I was sailing out here, autosaves did work. That's very, very good to see. Kind of a necessary thing. That was a short line. We didn't get much for it. Really great to see that autopilot is working. There's a lot of small things that are quite nice. You can see our buoys. Shh, cat. This cat's just meowing at me the whole time. You see some buoys in the distance. Let's go out there and grab them. Check inventory. We can go to the boat and see these are the fish we got. Very nice. Obviously, we didn't pull out 21 of those fish, but it's nice to see it. Really hoping we'll make some good money once we get back home. Yeah, I feel like there's enough basis for this game to be able to play it regularly and enjoy it now. Not everything they want to do, but just having good transport missions, good fishing things going out there. You can buy the sea habitats work, transporting food and cargo back and forth from them. Definitely something that works. Originally, like I said, when I got this game, it just didn't feel like there was enough there to even really show off. It was almost, I don't want to say disappointing, but it is not doing the game justice. Don't touch that microphone. Kit Kat. Kit Kat is pretty sure I'm talking to her. She's wrong. She's really just trying to get a second dinner out of me. Go. You go in the boat. That guy looks like he's done. He's given up. He's not even trying to get out of this situation. In fact, he saw that hook and he was like, good enough. Today's the day. Yoink. No idea what I'm catching. Catching fish. Don't know why the first ones are showing up. I don't know if I'm not giving it enough time or... Uh-oh. No, I think I missed that one. Crap. He was a biggin. He was a biggin. Oh well. Quickly scoot up to the next one. This fishing boat does a pretty decent speed. Slow this guy down here. Maybe I was a little premature in slowing him down. We're still hauling. Alright, there we go. I don't know what's kind of jittering right now. I'm hitting a wave and like the camera's kind of shaking. That first one's still empty. I might not have given enough time. Maybe I should have waited more than 16 hours. There's fish jumping around everywhere. Holy moly, what is that about? There we go. Get on the hook. Get on the hook. It's like the second they get out of the water, you just have to hit them in the face with it. And it seems to work pretty well. That looks like a catfish. That guy's pretty big. Yoink. This is friend Catfish B. Yoink. And I think from these lines we'll get one more. Oh, okay. On to the last one. Oh, this is exciting. I'm pretty excited about this. See there, look at him. I don't know what any of that means, but it doesn't matter. I guess I don't have to. That's the brilliance of video games. I'm positive that modern day fishing is way more complicated than all this, and probably dangerous and probably more smelly. Something that I could not stomach. I mean, I like boats, but I don't think that's about all I could stomach from this. But that's alright. Something else out in the water there. Oh no, that's the middle buoy maybe. Slow down a little bit. Slow down a little bit more. These boats, they take time to break. They're not going to break on a dime. Hooks out. Yeah, maybe I should be waiting more than like 20 hours. Fish just flying out of the water at me. They don't even need a hook. They'll just jump right in the boat. Uh-oh. 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 Well. There goes my perfect score. There. I feel like the hitbox should still be a little bit better. I feel like it should be really that hard. As long as I hit them anywhere, I would think that'd be good enough. I don't remember having this problem before, at least with the other games. But at least I'm able to get them at all, which before whatever update they did, I wasn't able to do that. Alright, so let's kind of talk about how this works then. We'll set a node point there. And what I've done, I like, is set one on land, because then you can kind of preemptively see where you're setting it. It shows you being... nope, 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 nope. Move route node. We'll do there, and then there. Now that that's set, we can hit P, which turns on the autopilot for some reason. Why P for P for pilot? Maybe, I don't know. I guess that would make some sense. I think he's gonna try real hard to get to this. I don't know if he's gonna try to get to that point that's over there. We're just going to the closest line. When you get to the destination, I found out you will not just sit there and kind of park. You won't slow down at all. You just kind of keep spinning around it, I think is what happens. But do keep that in mind. And as we get close to this line, I imagine we're going to straighten out a little bit. It's a pretty nice system over. Keep an eye out and see how it works. I mean, it works simply and as a tendon. You know, it's not pinpoint accurate. Don't try to maneuver through small islands with it. You know, I imagine your autopilot will end up crashing into a rock then, but for the most part, as long as keeps you pretty close to where you want, then it's not bad. So on this boat now, we have what feels to be a fair amount of fish. Not as much haddock as I expected. Well, I don't know. That's 250 kilograms. That's a lot of fish. So we'll see what we get when we get back for it. Hopefully a fair amount. I'm pretty excited for it, actually. This will be a fair amount of money, which we could really use to try to propel ourselves forward. Not to mention, it's a fair amount of fishing, sailing that we've done. I don't know if it's not really sailing, boating. It's not sailing without a sail, right? Travel distance. So we can hopefully get an upgrade here soon from going out there and doing all this line fishing. It's really, really quite nice. So we'll pause the video because it'll be this for about 10 minutes at least. But I'm excited to get back and see how it is, and hopefully you are too.